Yellow receiving. Good pass. Venef for attack. That was a double contact from the libero. And Leopards have a point. We're just starting. The scores are 0. Set scores are 0-0. And the current scores are 1-0 in favor of Prison Leopards. Nice service for reception. Nice by the blocker. Free ball to Unza. And then he has managed to utilize. It's a point for Unza. The scores are 1-1. Tio to serve for Unza. Nice service, poor reception in Prison Leopards. Football for Unza. So they utilize. The NFLs to utilize a perfect set. Point Prison Leopards. Nice service, perfect receive. Grace with the service for Unza. You're going to bear with me. I hardly know the Prison Leopards team's names. Grace to serve for Prison Leopards. Oh, sorry, Jen. Nice service. Tight ball, and when has utilized. Seems like a net touch. There was a net touch there. I don't know why the umpire scored it for Prison Leopards. It should have been a point for Unza, but the point has been given to Prison Leopards. Jen still serving for Prison Leopards. Nice service, nice reception. She bets out the attack and she manages to make a point. It's a bit funny how a very short player should be the shortest is an attacker instead of a libero or a setter. Nice service. Service is by Benny. Even though Unza is trailing. Nice block touch by Jackie. Poor cover by and the point goes Prison Leopards' way. Nice service. The reception on the Unza side has been very inconsistent. Most of the passes are not going in an area where a setter is comfortable to set, and Prison Leopards seems to be punishing with this because they seem to be targeting a certain area where they know that the pass won't come. Timeout Unza, and the margin seems to increase. We're currently having a small turnout, but I'm pretty sure with time the numbers will keep increasing. You can only see a few spectators other than players from other teams in. Service is still with Prison Leopards and number 8 to serve. Shaz a good service, and we're hoping she'll continue. Nice pass. Good cover. A free ball, Prison Leopards. Will they punish? And have managed through a center blocker. And it has gone out. Unza to save. Prison Leopard seems to be more lively as compared to Unza, and I think they're talking more. Nice reception. That was a good toss. You'll notice that the scores are not changing because one of the umpires on the scoreboard is talking to someone else. I just hope they won't lose track of the scores by the time they'll be done. Nice service. Good block by Unza. Mawona to save. She's not a very consistent saver. We just hope this ball crosses. More often than usual, she'll hit the net. Point Unza. that's our out ball. From the looks of things, Unza has its best reception line. And that's a perfect pass. Nice set. That's some good power behind the ball. And Prison Leopards manages to make a point. They have a good reception line. I'm not sure if they have the best attackers inside. But Vene is a good passer. So is Chivesa. The libero as well for Underham. When it's over, it's not as good. Nice pass. Good toss from Vene. And the managers to make a point. Jackie to save. Nice service. Free Bonza. Chivesa fails to push the ball. Free ball Leopards. They're going to punish and they punish. That's a nice spike. Good service, nice reception. At least the ball is up. Good ball. Prison Leopards seems to be a bit disorganized on that last play, because that was a free ball. Clearly, they would have done better than what they have done with the ball. Tio to save for Onza. And she puts too much power behind the service. The ball flies out. Nice service. Good pass. Nice set. A nice pick. Libero attacks the ball. That's a nice attack. She goes out the ball. Nice cover. Perfect set. Setter receives. Vene sets. She goes out the ball and she manages to make a point. Goes to Unza. That was a very nice rally. Grace is the service for Unza. Nice service. Good reception. Nice cover. That ball should have been given to Jackie. She was the closest as compared to where the ball was set. At least she would have drive the ball or something. Jen to save. Poor reception. Teseta manages to do something with the ball. Nice cover from Prison Leopards. Another free ball. Jackie covers. Chibesa with the attack. She rolls the ball. Nice reception. That's it. When it didn't charge, so she cannot have a lot of power. Jen sets, and it's a very poor set. Nice drive. Prison Leopards manages to cover. Another free ball for Unza. Can they punish? And surely they punish through the middle. Veneto save. Nice reception. That's a nice set. Good hands by the blockers. And Prison Leopards make a point. That's a nice service. It's an overpass. I failed to punish. A free ball. Will they punish this time around? Nice dump by a setter, but it has been covered. And the point goes Prison Leopards' way. Good service. It's well passed. Nice set. Jackie makes a point. This game is turning out to be less than it was expected to turn out. Unza has been the best performing team, and Prison Leopards should have been doing better than they are doing right now, because the margin is too little for a team that trains consistently as compared to the other. When he hits the net. Not sure what's happening. I think the wrong person was serving. And the rotation has been reversed. Nice set in the middle. Has been blocked, but she manages to cover. Free ball, Prison Leopards. Nice. That's a nice running set. Prison Leopards fails to cover that ball. It goes to Unza. Nice reception. It has been blocked. Set was a bit low and tight. The spiker couldn't do anything. Maybe a toss would have worked. Nice reception. Ball is tossed and well covered. Nice drive from Vene. A good back set. That was a touched ball. That was a touched ball. That was surely a touched ball and should have gone Prison Leopards' way. But the umpire seems to be confused and was not sure with his decision. Nice service, but good reception. The ball is well covered. Nice push. It's a good block from Prison Leopards. And a good cover from the libero. Nice cover! Oh, Prison Leopards seem to lose it. They lost it on that play. And the ball's gone out. They seem to lose it on that last play, because that ball should have surely been punished. But how? From a free ball to a free ball. That's its middle, but the middle attacker wasn't looking for the ball. And the margin has reduced from a 7-point lead to a 4-point lead. Nice cover. That's a nice attack, but should have been a foul because Jackie is outside and she jumped inside. Nice service, nice reception. That's a good set. It has been well covered. The libero has failed to cross the ball. Nice pass. Nice set. That's a very nice pick. Free ball, Prison Leopards. Nice cover. The ball's been well covered. It's a free ball. Has been well covered. The scores are now 24-18. It's a poor reception from a libero, but somehow Unza manages to make a point. Unza with the service, and the scores are 20-24 in favor of Prison Leopards. Nice. It's a free ball. They punish. It's out. And the margin reduces to 3 points. Timeout, Prison Leopards. Tia on the service line. Will she manage to reduce the margin even more? Or is this... she makes a point. It's a service S from Tio. And the margin reduces to 2. Can they push further? Nice service. It's well received. Nice hit. And the game ends 25-22 in favor of Prison Leopards. This should have been a game that should have ended 25-15 or 25-10 somewhere, unlike the scores that we've seen. It's a bit disappointing on Prison Leopards' side, but it's encouraging on Unza's side because they've managed to reach 22. We hope they show better skill in the second set. This match has been covered by Diesel Media, one of the best medias in Zambia, and they have good coverage. Feel free, whenever you want any events to be covered, you can reach out. We have contact info on the page. You can reach out and you took the terms of reference and your event will be covered. We are back and set 2 is about to start. Are we going to see some changes or the teams will maintain their rotation? Unza has maintained its rotation. So has Prison Leopards. No changes on both sides. Unza and Prison Leopards seem to have a similar rotation, where they start the Middle blockers at 2. Tier to serve. Nice service. It's well received. A good block touch. Ball is well covered. Free ball to Prison Leopards. They're going to punish. Nice. But the libero, unfortunately, fails to cover. Should have recovered that ball. Good service. Poor reception. Nice set. But such a good block from Grace and Venny. Grace to serve. There was too much power behind that service, but it was a good service regardless. So it's too much power. The Ransha audience. Nice reception there. A good set. Oh! The ball goes outside. She fails to make a point. But that was a very good attack. Bennett to save. Good service. Well received by the libero. That's a nice set. And Prison punishes. That was a good play. Jen to serve for Prison Leopards. And as I said, I only know a few people. Rather, I only know Jen from the team by name. I wasn't given the names. That's a point to Unza. Yeah. Don't worry. That's a nice set. Good block touch. The libero's reaction. The libero would have reacted better. I'm not sure if she was scared of a ball or her reaction time is just bad. But that ball would have been covered. That's a good block touch. Nice service. Poor reception. But I've managed to utilize. Out. And the scores are even for each. Nice reception. What is the blocker and the people covering doing? The blocker didn't jump and the person covering behind didn't even bother to move. Unza needs to start talking. Nice service, good reception. The margin increases by 2. server hits the net. This is the best reception line for Unza, but they've failed to utilize. And for some reason, whenever they have the best reception line outside, they're not having as many attacks inside as they need to. Too much power. Service goes out. Prisons to serve. Poor reception. And poor finishing. Points Prison Leopards. As the game progresses, Unza seems to be more and more quiet. Nice. That's a good reception. Pick. That's a short set. Poor reception. Managed to cover. Free ball. Nice set. Has been covered. Nice service. Ball never crossed. Oh, there's actually a block. Nice service, poor reception, and it's a service ace. Reduces the margin to 2. Can she carry the team? Nice service, better reception. Nice cover. Free ball. Nice cover from Prison Leopards. Another toss, well received. Nice hit. And the ball has been punished. The margin reduces to 1. As I said, Prison Leopards is not performing as we expect it to perform. Can be doing better. Looking at the caliber of players they're having. Nice service. That's a very good attack. I think the backline assumed the ball was going out, so they let it be. Nice. Free ball, Prison Leopards. They're going middle. Oh, back set. It has been picked. But Unza fails to cover that ball. We have more and more people turning up. The numbers are slow increasing. We hope to have a full house by the time the guys will be playing. Nice reception. That's a poor set from the setter. A free ball. Again, a poor reception. How are they receiving a free ball with poor reception? They ought to receive the ball even better, because a free ball is not like an attack or a service where people will scramble to just receive the ball. Nice service. Good pick. Free ball. Setter receives the ball. Set from a recycle. Nice cover. Free ball, Unza. This is some high level of disorganization happening with the Unza team. It's like everyone is expecting someone to receive the ball, but no one wants to receive the ball. Good service, nice reception. That's a nice set. And the ball has been punished. Prison Leopards' attack seems to be hinging on number 8. As the service is Prison Leopards is enjoying this game now, and the margin has increased. A poor reception, but has been covered. Free ball, Prison Leopards. Again, number 8 punishes. I really need to know the name of this person. Coach, number 8, Zina. Number 8, Zina. Prison Leopards. The people I'm next to are trying to remember the name. Again, number 8. And she hits the ball out. That set was a bit short, but she managed to do what she can in that moment. Rather, what she could in that moment. Nice service, poor reception, nice pick. Free ball, a pipe, and it hits the net. Vene with the service. A nice service. Good block from Wabona. Denies Cheney from making a point for Prison Leopards. And the margin has reduced to 3. Nice service, well received, nice set. That tackle was slow, or probably a hit high balls, but that was a really good running set. Vene has a good service, and if the service, she's not stopped from the service line, Prison Leopards will suffer even more. But they've made a point. Service Jen. Again, people are anticipating another person will receive the ball on their behalf. It has been a routine so far for Unza. Jen to save. Good reception. The ball never crossed. Good service. Reception scrambles. Free ball. And point goes to Unza. Chibesa to save for Unza. Nice service. Out. That service forced the reception to be on one side of the court, and the setter didn't have much of an option but to give the ball to the nearest player. Nice reception, and the middle punishes. Good service receive. Nice cover. Oh, so that was a suicide set. Timeout Unza as they trail by 5 points. Two substitutions on Prison Leopard side. I think Sally is coming in for number 8, and the other person for the setter. Nice service from Sally. And she starts with the services. Straight from the bench, and she saves an ace. Oh, by the way, for those people that do not know Sally, Sally is the Prison Leopards main setter, and also a setter for the Zambia national team, which will be participating in the Olympic qualifiers to be held in Kenya. I'm not sure when. She hits the net. That ball's tight. And the scores are 17-22. Mwabana to save. Free ball well received. Picked by Mwabana. And when he hits the ball out. Really expect a lot from Bene. She's a good player. She represents Zambia on two stages, the beach volleyball stage and also the indoor volleyball stage. Unza seems to have lost their spirit for the game. Probably just want this set to end. But surely they're not doing anything. That's a nice service, well received. Nice set. And Jackie manages to make a point to delay the inevitable. And she serves and miss services. This might be some unknown momentum. That might affect Prison Leopards if not stopped. Another service, well received. Nice set. And they punish. Set goes to Prison Leopards. 25-19. That was the second set. We're now going into the third set. From the looks of things, from how Unza has played this set, it might be the last set. For those that are just joining in, this is Prison Leopards versus Unza match at the Unza Sports Hall. And the set scores are 2-0 in favor of Prison Leopards. We are just starting our third set. And This live is being brought to you by Diesel Media, one of the best media companies in Zambia, and the best coverage. They cover from basketball, rather sports, to other events. So you feel free to reach out if you want your memories to be captured, or rather your events to be captured. They offer good rates as well. So just reach out. They have one of the best teams to cover your events. And the match is underway. Sally to serve for Prison Leopards. That's the service is poor reception from Unza team. Another poor reception, but well controlled, and then he manages to make a point. Tio to serve. Nice set. Oh, there's been a few changes on the Prison Leopards team. Sally has come in as a setter. Nice reception. They failed to cover that ball. Point goes to Prison Leopards. They managed to recover that ball. Nice set. It has been covered. Well covered. Good toss. And they managed to make a point. Mwawana to save for Unza. Good reception. Nice set. Seems to be a collision that has went it down. Just hope she's okay. She is okay. And play has resumed. Nice service. It's out. Bennett to save. Nice service. That's a poor finish. Scores are now 4-5. Nice service. Poor reception. Out of system play. Nice reception. Well covered. Back set. That ball's been covered. Yeah, has been covered. Out of system and it goes out. The scores are level and when it's still 7. Nice service. Poor reception. Out of system play. It's a free ball. Will they punish? That ball has been blocked. Shut down. And Prison Leopards assumes the lead again. Nice reception. That's a nice toss. No one was near the ball. That's a nice service. An overpass which has not been utilized. Seems like the following game will be Wolves against Red Arrows. Outset is low, but she's managed to utilize it either way. Nice cover. Boarding cross. Sadly to save for Prison Leopards. This game has become less interesting as compared to where it started. That's a nice cover, nice block touch. This has not been covered. Nice service. It's a good pick. Well covered. Vene seems to just be placing the ball. Service hits the net, and it's a 2-point lead in favor of Prison Leopards. Nice hit, which has been punished. That ball was too low. The best option would have been tossing, unlike forcing that. Nice hit, nice cover. Good cover. Why are you setting the ball there, Grace? Best option for attack was behind. Prison Leopards hits outside. Nice reception, nice set. Good cover by the setter. A poor set. Setter receives. Nice cover. Tio seems to be targeting where the setter is coming from. And they've managed to block that ball. Timeout, Prison Leopards. Oh, by the way, Monza is now leading. Good reception, nice set. That ball is in, but the coach called off and the players left the ball. Jen to serve for Prison Leopards. Nice service, poor reception. They managed to do something with the ball either way. Nice cover. A good finish by Vene. Vene to save. This is a short front line. A very short front line. Nice pass. Nice hit. Chibesa seems to not do anything that ball. The margin seems to disappear. It has disappeared. It's just one. Nice reception. Nice set. Just driving the ball instead of attacking. Nice block. Nice cover. Nice hit. Good reception from the libero. That's a free ball. Nice cover by Chivesa. Nice reception. And Unza manages to make a point, though it should have been a it's not a foul because she didn't jump. She just tossed it. Nice service. Free bones. They punish. Nice hit, and they've managed. There seemed to be some confusion. Oh, it was a net touch by the attacker. The point goes Prison Leopards' way. Scores are now up, 16 up. Nice cover. And make a point either way from that scramble. Not sure how they've even managed to make a point. Nice set, and that's a good toss. There was no one to cover. That's a nice toss, but well covered. Oh, no, that's not well covered. That was too much. That was a really good toss from Bene. Service ace from Jackie. Are we seeing a fourth set? Oh, Prison Leopards make some changes. I can see a few people warming up. Another person warming up on the Prison Leopard side. Nice toss. Good reception. Out. Unza hits 20 and the sub for Prison Leopards as expected. They surely need another sub for the setter. Nice cover by Benny. Unza's been covering really well. That's a good reception. Set to Benny. Well covered. Nice set. Well covered. There's been a lot of miscommunication at the center block on that side. Instead of letting the setter set a second ball, she wanted to just cross it. It 21-19 other scores. That's a poor set, all covered, but when he plays the ball out, the scores are 22-20 in favor of Unza. And from the looks of things, Unza is about to take this set. Nice cover, that's a nice set. Jackie have managed to recover the ball. Nice set. Good hand. Good ball. Nice cover. And they managed to punish them as everyone was far forward. Timeout Unza. The scores are now 22-21 in favor of Prison Leopards. At Pendragon. At free ball, well received. Nice cover. That's well received. Good hands from the Prison Leopard side. And surely that person has overreached. They have overreached. But since the setter is outside, The debate won't be as much. The umpires seem to disagree, and that might be a receive. But that person overreached, and for sure, it's a receive. The point should have been Unza's. Nice reception. It's a good set. This has been well covered. A free ball to Prison Leopards. Nice set in the middle. There was no blocker inside. The scores are 22 up. It's now nobody's game. A good set. Well covered. That's a net touch. Point Prison Leopards. Nice reception. Nice hands. And it goes back to being anybody's game. Prison Leopards has made 2 mistakes. That might even cost them this game. This set rather. Nice toss, but well covered. Simple drive. Nice toss. The game doesn't seem to end. Grace 7 for Onza. The scores are 25 up. And she messes up the service. That will surely cost the game. Jenny is in. The front line for Prison Leopards is still short. So Unza can utilize. Point Unza. And that's 26 up. Jackie 7 for Onza. Timeout. Onza. Sally 7 for Prison Leopards. Scores are level once again. Prison Leopards does not want this as much as they should. And Onza takes the lead. Third set point for Onza in this match. Timeout, Prison Leopards. Tio saves out and the scores are leveled. Prison Leopards have a good front line. Good ball. Nice set. And she kills the ball. Umza takes the lead. This is our fourth set point. Prison Leopards breaks. This game is not ending. Nice service. Poor reception. Free for Prison Leopards. And a punish. Set point. Prison Leopards. This is a third set point. And it punishes. The scores are leveled. Nice service, nice reception. Fourth set point for Prison Leopards as well. So there have been 8 set points in this match. Nice pick from the libero. Nice hit. Free ball, Prison Leopards. Out. The scores are leveled again at 31 each. Sally would have utilized the outside hitter. I like going middle all those times. Nice service. The receiver scrambles. Free ball. Nice toss from the center. That's a very good center dump. That's Prison Leopards' 5th set point, and changes are coming. There's a setter change and an opposite change. And she finishes with the ace. This game has been a nail biter. The last points have been really, really interesting. The game has ended 3-0 in favor of Prison Leopards. Again, this game was brought to you live by ZAVA Media, one of the best media houses in Zambia. They cover events from sports to other events. So if at all you want, you can reach out.